Hi sisters, today you guys are going to be hearing me vent on the state of tower defense games on Roblox in 2025. Yes, let's go take it all the way back to 2020, 2021 when this genre was not touched upon yet until All-Star Tower Defense got released. Oh my god, I remember when that first released and I was shocked. I was like, is this possible? Like I was playing Murder Mystery and all these other low tier games and then the big bad Sigma boss, ASTD, got released. I remember grinding 4 stars, 5 stars. There was Mihawk. God, take me back to those days. But then came the power creep. They started releasing 6 stars and 7 stars every single day, and I couldn't keep up. And that's when I kind of left the game when they released their like 20th 7 star. And yeah, shout outs to no Roblox. And the game truly died, not just because of power creep, because of its next big competitor. The reason this video is being talked about right now. Anime Adventures. Anime Adventures was the game that basically took away the entire fan base of ASTD. They're like, hey, I don't want to play with you anymore. I want to play with this cool light up toy. And Anime Adventures, it was all that basically. It had the graphics, it had the fun. You could play with your friends on these different portals. There was traits. Oh my god. The reason Roblox is so cancerous right now. And yeah, basically Anime Adventures was really good until two things happened. The free to play players, excuse me, basically could not play the game. Yes, by the end of the game, right before the game got absolutely struck down, they released a character which I know you guys are familiar with, Vegito, that basically needed two different units, and you can already imagine the cool, rich YouTubers would get double unique and make Vegito the best character in the game. And that makes me, a guy with Celestial Sakuna, look like an absolute dweeb. So not just that, but yeah, the game was getting repetitive. It was kind of losing players by the end of it, except for update day. They would just get some players. But yeah, the DMC got it, and then all the fish in the sea were about to poke out of their little holes. First game, ALS. ALS released, I think, like right before the game even closed. The game was very mediocre. I could care less about the game. It was fun because tower defense, am I right? It just fried my brain. And yeah, I was playing it. It was okay. I mean, it's like the type of game that you play for 2 days and you forget about. And yeah, there was like a huge controversy going around this entire game, so yeah, I just not stopped playing it. And then came Anime Defenders. Anime Defenders, you think I'm gonna flame it, but I won't. Anime Defenders was actually fun when it released. It was very unique. Like it just the whole style of the game, it just looked cool. Like I know like there's certain reasons I'm gonna talk about in like a couple of seconds, but it was a cool game. It had like just the trading, it was just fun. And then came the redesigns. There was a certain extent to where I was fine with the redesigns. They redesigned Garp into an old white man, and I said, okay, fine. Just don't do any more. And then they got my boy Sakuna in a hoodie. And I said, no, this game is not for me anymore. I'm trying to play the anime characters, not your local homeless guy. So yeah, that was truly the downfall with them allowing these kids to fluctuate this black market by making 50 alt accounts and just stacking them up and trading. The game was destined to be doomed. So the next game after Anime Defenders, the successor, the new kid in town, Anime Adventures. Oh no, wait, not Anime Adventures. I mean Anime Vanguard. Sorry, I just they're so similar. The Anime Vanguards. Oh my god, when the game released, I was shocked. I was like, can a game look this beautiful? The whole UI, quality of life. There was everything in this game. Sung Jinwoo was the first cool character in the game, and I knew this game was going places when I saw that. I was like, yes, this game is gonna get millions of players online at once. And I think it kind of did. It had like 500 in peak. So yeah, the game is fun. The game is fun. Yes, I'm having a great time. Tower defense is back. Then comes terrible, terrible delays and updates. After making us wait a month, they decide to release Demon Slayer. Yes, Demon Slayer. How could Demon Slayer be bad? I don't know. Maybe make the second most famous character from that update worse than a side character in the solo leveling update. Like Akaza was terrible. Bro did like 10 damage. I'm not gonna put the K at the end. He did 10 damage. And I said, yeah, this game, if they don't pick it up and make some characters look cool, I don't think this game is gonna survive. Then they released Don Don. They released Steel Ball Run. Like, come on, Steel Ball Run. Yes, I love Steel Ball Run, but you think an average schmo that's gonna be playing on his mommy's iPad will know what Steel Ball Run is? And on top of that, they made the characters useless. Like, Diego's like the only guy that is like somewhat not terrible in the game. So yeah, I think the game was destined to be doomed. They released their first Vanguard unit, Diavolo, and I guess he's alright, but yeah. And yeah, it just looks like the end. Psych! They decide to release 2 Fate updates and the big bad Sung Jin-woo update, and the game is back on track. And now the game is looking like it has a lot of players. Yes, amazing. Sung Jin-woo raid was pretty cool. And then came some other updates, and then Guilty Gear update, which is biggest news right now. Guilty Gear was a pretty hated upon update. People said, I don't know this game. And the devs explained it by saying, yeah, basically we want to make a PvP update. I thought it was cool. They copied AC, I don't care. And yeah, now they released a Kaguya seasonal update. The game is looking back on track, so let's hope these package deals of $100, $50, $10 and sitting macroing all day will not ruin this game. But so far, the future doesn't look too bad for anime vanguards. Now, the next game. The game that hooks your little child onto their phone. The game that fries their brain. You already know. Anime Last Stand. It came back. It got bought by Brandon the Boss. The Sigma male. He bought the game, decided to actually release an update every week. Actually, maybe even every day. Every time I go on Roblox, I see this guy updating the game every single day. I can't take it anymore. Like, please. I got one godly. I have a couple of godlies, but I can't keep up, okay? I'm not trying to macro 5 different games just to get glitched, okay? I can't do that. So this guy is releasing a new update every day, and yeah, I guess that's what keeps kids on games. And they just release bundles after bundles. Yeah, you basically get 500 rerolls just by spending $10, kids. And it's at this point where I'm thinking every tower defense game is doing this, except for ASTD. Oh wait, ASTDX. The savior is back, except it isn't, because I checked the shop and there are tray bundles. ASTD X. I had faith in you, buddy. I truly did. I thought you were going to be different from all these other people. No traits, no pay to win, no money involved, just good old nostalgia bait. But it looks like the devs really need some money. So yeah, I feel like currently these Roblox games, they have like one new thing that the other tower defense game doesn't. And they're like, hey kids, come here. I got this candy in my van. And then the same game does that like the week after, and they just fluctuate players by getting this much more, this much more, this much more back and forth, and it's working. All because of Anime Adventures. So like and subscribe if you hate the way tower defense games are right now. Hey, but I'm not complaining. I still am playing them because I have nothing better to do with my life.